Hi everyone, it's time for another weather update. I'm Eric, Oz Campground's very own meteorologist, and as we're looking ahead to this weekend, the theme is angels and demons. And I was asked, well, which one are you going to be, Eric? I thought it was pretty obvious, not just the devil, but, play into it, the handsome devil. I'm excited to see your outfits for this weekend too, so start thinking about how you will demonstrate or display your angelic side or your demonic side, or maybe you're a little bit of both. I think a lot of you probably are. But let's get on with the weather forecast. It's going to be hot and steamy in more ways than one. The weather for sure. Temperatures only get hotter as the weekend goes on. Wait until you see the extended forecast. Now there is that chance for an isolated thunderstorm. Of course, it's Georgia in the summer. You get those showers and storms popping up in the daytime heating, and then usually they kind of rain themselves out and it ends up pretty quiet in the overnight. It just doesn't usually rain for very long, but yeah, it'll come down and probably cool you down a little bit if you happen to be caught under one of those. And with the bubble over Oz, good chance we're going to stay dry anyway this weekend. Plenty of dry time for angels and demons to play regardless, even if there's a brief thunderstorm this weekend. Here's a look at some of the events. Well, Saturday afternoon, I don't know about you, but if I were to be at Oz, I'd probably be at the pool all day long on Saturday. So maybe that's what you got on the agenda. 93 degrees for a high on Saturday. Our main event Saturday evening is taking on the theme of less is more, meaning the less clothing you have, the more comfortable you might feel. Temperatures in the 80s, everyone loves a sexy angel and a sexy demon. So that's your opportunity to put that all on display. Angels and Demons party Saturday evening. And then Sunday, as we're recovering from Saturday, we'll be hanging out at the pool, and it is going to be a hot day. That 98 degrees in the afternoon is not even the high. That's just at noon. The high temperature is likely to be up around that century mark. So here's a look at the forecast map. We got high pressure, this big dome of heat. Of course, we know the circulation around high pressure is clockwise, right? So the moisture coming in from the Gulf directs it into the lower Mississippi Valley, and that's where most of the downpours are going to be through the weekend, Friday and Saturday. So outside of Georgia, so that's why I think it'll be dry this weekend. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, but generally dry weather. We start to tilt that moisture a little bit. Actually, it stretches all the way up into the northeast by the end of the weekend, but by then we're really going to be baking in the heat. So here's a look at the forecast. 90 degrees. Yeah, it's actually not so bad here on Friday with sunshine and some clouds. Not bad on Saturday, 93 degrees. Good pool day followed by a good time at the Angels and Demons party. So make sure you put that in your calendar on Saturday evening. And then on Sunday, we're well into the 90s, maybe even touching that century mark. Rain chances are low. I think maybe our best shot is on Sunday when they start to tilt that moisture a little bit well off to the north and east. But almost didn't fit all the numbers here on the 7-day forecast. Are you sticking around here for next week? Yeah, sticking around is probably a good way to put it. It's going to be sticky for sure right through early next week. Lots of 100-degree highs there. Probably more of a demon thing than an angel thing. All right, that is your forecast for this weekend. Everyone, have a good time. Let loose. Just have a really good time. Be super creative with your outfits. And again, share them by commenting here on this Facebook group. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys all next week with another weather update.